Hello everyone, this is Daniel, and this is a Halloween special. And before I do this video, I believe you know what this is all about. Let me just pray, and let's hope I get the truth out, okay? Dear Lord, let your meditations of the words come out of my mouth, and let my words be true, and let wherever I say be of the truth. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. So, Halloween. Halloween is a satanic holiday that people like to dress up as creatures like butterflies or vampires or old type of people, or maybe even dragons. Then there are the jack-o'-lanterns, which was basically part of satanic ritual that the pagans did, but then the Catholics thought, oh, that's probably gonna, a scary looking jack-o'-lantern or pumpkin thing will, it'll deter demons. But really they were blind and foolish to what they have come to. And those people they were blind enough to think, oh, these demons will flee, but they don't flee at anything. Actually, they just made it a whole lot worse. And today we're suffering because of it. Let me tell you what's going on. There's like blood and gore everywhere on Halloween. Not real life blood and gore, but dress up blood and gore. In movies, in everything possible, it's all blood and gore. Most horror movies go out on the holiday of Halloween, around that time. And back when I was a Satanist, probably won't understand what I mean, because you already would have seen it, but when I was a Satanist, I enjoyed Halloween. That was my favorite holiday. I was actually looking at dragons and all that kind of witchcraft. I was enjoying hell, and that was my favorite Halloween for hell. And I would go in haunted houses, and not literal haunted houses, but pretend haunted houses, and I would get my joy out of torture of hell. I didn't know it was called torture of hell, but it turned out to be a torture of hell. Now that I'm a Christian, I know all these things, and let me just share this meaning to you. Basically, once you conform to the world, you're basically of the world. But once you conform to Christ, the world will go, strangely amiss, if you know what I mean. Basically, Halloween is full of witchcraft, and witchcraft all over the place. It's like, in Halloween, they're like witches and warlocks practicing their spells on people to give them nightmares. I didn't go in that kind of thing, but I recognize that there's a lot of them. And there's also Satanists that are really up in front, bold about Halloween. I mean, witches and warlocks do the spells, on any day, but they especially on Halloween because they enjoy it so much. Even worse, that there's a whole mess of people that, don't care about Halloween being a bad date. And I even am next to a person that really enjoys Halloween, like I used to, but he's like an atheist and he doesn't know about the spiritual things. And whenever he goes to Halloween and all that, I don't know how much it affects him, but I know it affects a lot of people, so I'm pretty sure it affects him too. There's also mental people and dress up as mental people in Halloween. There are movies about mental people, and that's basically spirits messing with people's minds and really messing them up so badly that they can't even function at all. Then there's yes, a little bit of nose goo coming. It's okay. A little bit of, I don't know if you can see it. It's just, it's irritating. Then there's the fact that trees die at that time, so not really. Like the leaves fall off, so the trees look dead. That's kind of a scary thing in Halloween. In some places, like the trees are all these beautiful colors, and people don't care about that. But really, in Massachusetts, when people first settled, and in another place where people first settled, the trees will start to die. Or back then, especially. And Satan really, don't sing me, please. And people, people really enjoy this sick, twisted Halloween vacation, whatever you call it, holiday. And I bet in my workplace it will be much worse at that time. I mean, this month has been really bad for. This month has been. And this is the truth. I don't know most of this is, but this month and last month has been bad for. What do you call that? Like people going in and out of my work. A lot of people leaving my work, and then I guess. I don't know if it's Halloween based, but I think it's like devil based and something like that. And another group home, elder care, has been affected by this because of the casino decided to get that date for the elders to leave at that date. Oh my goodness, guys. And the movies. They did that, Star Wars came out as a trailer. Not December, but lady going backwards like a satanic ritual thing. I had dreams about that before that happened, where it was full blown darkness. I think it was like in August, where people were doing the worst kind of witchcraft ever. One was I recognized it. One was gunpowder, and I knew what it was. That was in my dream. All kinds of witchcraft, just to get people's attention. I recognize that part. I know that for a fact because God showed me that in a dream for Star Wars. Yes, that kind of thing happened. And a lady going backwards with force. It's like demonic force, but really it is. It's demonic force. And then, what else is promoted? A lot of things are promoted in that day. And people are going against. Now people are rebelling against demonetization. But really, they don't know who is getting monetized and who's getting demonetized. People who are inappropriate are getting demonetized. I know that for a fact. And everyone who is appropriate are getting monetized. That is true. PewDiePie, Laserbeam, if you know him, and other people that are getting demonetized because they're just being inappropriate. I do know that for a fact. But anyone who is religious, also that's demonetized. Anyone who likes violence on movies, and they're getting demonetized. Anything like that, they're getting demonetized. And now they're complaining about it because it's Halloween and they can rebel all they want. But that's Satan, saying, let's get people to rebel. Let's get everyone to rebel at the holiday. It's really sick. These hurricanes, September through October, hurricanes were worse than before. I don't think it has anything too much to do with Halloween. But actually, Trump was in office and he was not taking care of America, so God decided, is what you're doing to America, unless you're in the truth. Then there's last Halloween, which was filled with clowns doing fake gory stuff, and they're really, they're freaking people out, and then bad things happen. Like, people died because of last Halloween with the clowns. I have a list. I'm going on with the list, guys. I'm pretty sure birds are dying unnaturally because of the weather being unnatural. Like, then the birds would go south and then they wouldn't be able to go north. Does bad weather have something to do with Halloween? I bet in December and November it will. Because of all the rebellion that the people did with the demons. Because they listened to demons. Halloween is rebellious, sick, and disgusting, guys. But we must not be conformed to it. God has His patience. He really does. But His patience is about to wear thin. And He's been working on something really, really hard. And really, really scary. And I know that for a fact because He's been delaying. I don't know, He usually talks to me for a long time, then He delays it for a little bit, maybe because of the storms. Who knows? Maybe in the end times, He'll delay it again. Anything that God delays for anything for, if God delays, and especially during the first hurricane that really devastated the area of Texas, He said, hold on. He said, hold on, I'm doing stuff. Don't you think he just devastated the islands of the Caribbean and then burned down half of California and then caused earthquakes in Mexico and then devastated a lot more people in Florida? I mean, in a whole month. He did that in a whole month span. And He was busy just getting people to think, oh, maybe we should rebel. But people are not like that. People are so rebellious, they won't care anyway. Yet He's patient. And this Halloween, people will rebel. This Halloween is this holiday is just sad and pitiful and bad. All it is bad, rebellious, and deranged because of demons. Alright, I'll be done now, okay? Alright. Bye.